Hey there, it's Marianne from Thrive and welcome to my channel. Now, if you're already using Microsoft Teams, you know how powerful it is when it comes to tools and features that will help you with your communication and your collaboration. But what you might not have realized is that it can also help you to automate some of those repetitive tasks that you're performing day in and day out using a feature known as workflows. So in this video, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what workflows are, how you can use them, and the steps you need to start building your very first workflow today. By the end of this video, you are going to have a workflow set up and ready to go, as well as having the confidence to explore more and find other ways that you can start working smarter. So, what are we waiting for? Let's do it. So, what is a workflow? When we're talking about it inside Teams, it is our magic AI assistant that is going to do the work for us. All those repetitive tasks happening automatically, streamlined, consistently, on schedule, no issues. So things like sending notifications, approving requests, or moving files around. And when we create a workflow, what we're actually doing is using Power Automate, which is another Microsoft 365 program. But instead of moving into another program and a different tab, we're doing it all inside Teams. And Power Automate is like a bridge or a connector, and it helps us make different programs talk to each other and integrate really seamlessly. It does that connecting for us. So it will integrate all of your Microsoft tools, but it will also work with other tools, things like YouTube and Vimeo and Google Drive and Dropbox. So we can start connecting pieces. That's what Power Automate does. In terms of what we're going to do with our workflow, I want you to think about some of the ways that it could be really handy to be really specific to a team, a channel, or a chat. So things like when someone uploads a file into a team shared space, a notification going to everybody saying this file is now in the shared space. Or a weekly email that gives you a rundown on outstanding items on a planner board, or a copy of something from a loop board, a loop workspace that you've got with your team, so that you can automatically keep everybody in the loop, you can automatically keep everybody updated, but you're not manually doing the work. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to now build a very simple workflow to do a notification inside a chat. Let's set up a simple workflow to notify your team when a file is added to a channel. So to do that, we start by opening up Teams, which you can see on the screen. And I'm working on the desktop version on a PC. If you're working on the desktop version on a Mac, it will be the same. If you're working on the web, it may look a little different, but hopefully the buttons will work in the same flow for you. So there are a couple of things we need to do before we start. Need to make sure you have access to the Workflows app. So it is an integrated app that is built by Microsoft, and it connects workflows that we use in Teams to Power Automate, which is the program in your Microsoft subscription that will help you build these out. So there are a couple of ways we can do that. You may have it already here if you've played around with it before and it's pinned in your taskbar. You can go to the apps section here and to search up in the search bar. If you type in workflows, it's going to bring up a lot of options because there are lots of other integrated apps that you can use, but the one that we want is the one that has this specific look. It's this one here, and it is the one by Microsoft. So you can open it up here. Once it's open, you can right click. It'll pop it up in the sidebar. You can right click and that will be pin. And you can pin that so that it will stay here. The other option that we've got is when we're in the team or the channel that we want to automate. So I'm going to jump into this general one here. What we can do here is from the three dots for the channel, you should have workflows at the bottom as well once you've opened it up. So what we're going to do here is we're now going to create a workflow that notifies people when a new SharePoint file comes in. So these are templates that are already built. You can build one from scratch, but there are some great templates to get you started, and you'll see they'll link with lots of things. So it links with X or Teams, Typeform, Asana, MailChimp, all sorts of stuff. But let's start with something really simple. So we're going to go with notify a team of new SharePoint files. You can see that we're setting it up for this specific team and channel. So I'm going to click on this one. And what it's going to do now is it's going to tell me which parts of my Microsoft subscription it needs access to in order for this to work. So you can see it's going to need Teams and SharePoint. So it's going to check that I have a connection here. So we're just going to fix that one. It's going to ask me to basically sign in and revalidate my connection with them. So I will sign in as me. Authorization complete. That will update itself. It should show you the correct email address for the account that you are using at the time. This is the name of our workflow. So if you are going to do a few things that are the same, you may want to create something different. So we're going to go, we might go new file. This is going to go in our ZZ client test general team notification. Okay, so that's what we're doing. You can leave it if you want. It doesn't really matter. So then we pick which SharePoint site is the file getting uploaded to. So the file, where does it belong? So you can see we've got some options here. I've got lots of different ones. So it's going to be ZZ client test. And then we'll get all of the libraries that are accessible as well. So I'm going to choose documents. Now, if you want it to just be when things go into, say, an accounts folder or an HR folder or a project folder, you can specify which folder you want the notification to relate to. If you leave this part blank, it will be for any file that goes up anywhere in the library, so any subfolders or into the general library. And then we're confirming that this is the team and this is the channel that we're going to do that for as well. So I'm going to go add workflow. And it's going to build it in Power Automate and link it back for me. So I don't have to do any of that complicated stuff. It's now done. And if I go to workflows here, it's going to have a think for a second because it's going to go through and check. And you can see there it is. That's the one that I named. It's on. It was created 20 seconds ago. And if I want to, I can edit it. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to open it up in what looks like the Power Automate layout. And it's going to show me what actually happens. Just so you can see what that actually looks like. It's taking a minute. My internet must be a bit patchy today. There we go. So it starts at SharePoint. When a file is created in this address, in this library, it posts an adaptive card. Now it gives me some options. I can go in and edit some of this. It can be as the user. So whoever uploaded the file would be the one who would be written, I'm saying written in air quotes. They would be the person who posts or it would show as a post from them. Flowbot, which is going to be workflows. Power Virtual Agents or Power Apps. So I'm going to leave that as Flowbot. It's going to post in the channel. You can do it in a chat as well, in the team and in the channel. And this is the code for what it will produce. And you can see it's got some dynamic things here with some links as well. I can add some other steps if I want to. I can run it again. I can do all sorts of things. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you that in action. So I'm going to go back to my team. I'm going to show you that it works at this level. So I'm going to go to the Files folder. And we've got a few in here already, but I am just going to upload a file. And I'm going to upload just from my Downloads folder. So we'll just pop this one in and we'll go Open. So it's going to appear in here. And normally people would be able to just go and see what's there. So you can see that's popped in. Now if I go back to the Post section, give it a moment and it should post a... Go out and back in again. Sorry about that. It just took it took a minute or so for that to come through. So there we go. So this is what's happened. So the post comes in from me via workflows, and it's an update from SharePoint. This is the file. This is where it went. I can click here and it will open the file up for me. It's actually opened in my web browser, so I'll pull it across here for you. So it's opened this PDF file. Okay, so it gives me that here. Now, if I go back into my work workflows, just so we can see what's happening in the background as well. Go into my workflows, you can see it's here. I can click on it, and now we can see that there's a run here that was successful. So I can see every time this is happening. It will give me some information here. There'll be some options over time about apps and any other sort of trends that are happening, how long it takes for that to run. So you can keep an eye on it here. You can also go in and turn it on and off. You can edit it. You can do other things with it. So you can work with it all inside Teams and make sure that it's all working. So as you can see, workflows in Teams are a game changer when it comes to saving time and getting more organized. Now, whether it's the file notification like we've set up in this video, or you look at approvals or other kinds of notifications that will save you time and keep you all on the same page, it is absolutely worth you checking out. So jump in, have a play, get comfortable with it, and see how much time you can save for yourself. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit subscribe so that you stay notified of all the new videos to help you work with Microsoft 365 and save time every day. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.